what do we mean when we talk about strategic vision? Okay, strategy without a process is a little more than a wish list. Robert Fleck said that. And what matters most is to focus on what the customer values most. Okay, understand something. No matter how good your business is, if the customer is not purchasing what you're selling, you will not have a business much longer. So, as you could know, as you see in the strategic vision, the one that I have highlighted in green is leadership. Okay, because John Maxwell said it once, and you've said it many times. Everything rise and fall on leadership. How you lead is going to determine, and the level of your level two lead is going to determine the level of how high your company can grow. Leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it. Dwight Eisenhower said that. Okay, think about it. You're going to get somebody else to do something that needs to get done because that person wants to do it. You've created so much influence over them, into them, and you inspire them so much that they want to do what needs to be done for you. Okay, so when we're talking about strategic vision, that is the main focus of that element, and then you have some what I call branches off for that to focus on. So focus resources. Are you aware of the resources available to you? Are you maximizing your effort to secure the greatest annual return? Are you maximizing your effort with the resources that you have and that's available to you? Let's look at Elisa's presentation. Quite a few of us walked away with the Jamboard. That's a resource that's available to us that we did not know that was there before. Now that we do know that it's there, are we going to use it? And how can we implement it into our business? Or Martina spoke about she wants to develop her public speaking skills. So Martina could now use Jamboard to practice how her public speaking skills. Okay, so how do you use the resources that's around you? Martina, just to let you know, I too am one of those people that terrified of public speaking, but I realized that I had to start doing it more and more and more. And now I speak globally, and I've been to different places like Japan, Dubai. I'm going to
Yeah.
Ghana in December. I'm going back to Dubai in 3 weeks. So I can appreciate your fear of public speaking because
Yes.
I am terrified of public speaking. But it's something that we have to do. One of the things I will tell you to do is just practice, practice,
Okay.
practice, practice. And when you're talking, just fixate yourself on one particular person, like I'm fixating on you right now. And you just
All right.
you work with that person, even though I can't see you, your name is in my mind, and I just fixated on that as I continue on.
Yeah.
So you can draw strength from that. The second one you do
Thank
is
you.
stretch it. Okay, you're more than welcome. The next thing you want to do is stretch your goal. What does stretch goals mean? It's simply put a target set above what is expected to be accomplished. It can be accomplished to any metric or key performance indicator. So why should we set stretch goals? Okay, they increase our chances of becoming successful. Okay, but you want to develop realistic stretch goals. Okay, where's your business today? Where do you see it a year from now? Where do you see it 3 years from now? Where do you see it 5 years from now? You need to always remember, think big. It takes the exact same amount of energy to think small as it does to think big. I used to look at, I want to make this $1 million deal. I want to make this $1 million deal, right? But then I learned from Irvin Magic Johnson, who had a meeting with business leaders, with a couple of billionaires, and one of them told him, Magic, it takes the same amount of energy to make a $10 million deal as it takes to make a $10 billion deal. Okay. While I was been on this call, Elise was speaking. My phone went off, and I looked, and I just won. My team just won two projects, two big projects that we were bidding on, and we just won both of them. Okay. Don't limit yourself to thinking you have to. Well, I'm only one person, so I can just do this. Because if enough people see what you're trying to do, they will join you. Okay. Always remember that if you're doing the right thing for the right reason, the right people will join you. Okay, I'll say that again. If you're doing the right thing for the right reason, the right people will join you. Okay. Then we want to go down to customer focus. You okay, when you go to customer focus, you mean more than serving just the customer, but more importantly, what are the customers saying about your service? Okay. If you're just bringing the plate, you go to a restaurant, okay, and they just bring you your food, they put it on the table and they walk away. You're like, okay, well, the purpose of becoming here was to get something to eat, so they satisfied that purpose. But let's say they just dropped the plate on the table. None of the food fell off the plate, but how do you feel the fact that they dropped the plate on the table versus placing your plate on the table, asking you, is it to your liking, and coming back and checking on you? Okay? How you make people feel is more important than what you do for them. And how your product and your service make them feel is going to be much more important than your product. Always remember that. Then you have to look at your strategic roadmap. How are you outlining where you want your business to grow? How your business is going to grow? Are you tracking progress? What are your KPIs of your business? For those of you who may not have ever worked with KPI, those are the key performance indicators. What mechanisms, metrics are you putting in place to gauge your business? Okay. Are you looking for customer feedback? Are you soliciting reviews? What are you doing to make sure that the people you're supposedly serving is getting the best value from you? And also remember, the customer who don't purchase from you is just as much as important as the customer who do, because the customer who don't purchase from you can also refer you to other people. Okay. Annual reviews. I mean, annual reviews should be subdivided into monthly reviews, quarterly reviews, and annually. Okay. You want to understand where your business is on a month-to-month basis, on quarter, especially dealing with your quarterly reports, because your business is going to grow. And the biggest problem that a lot of small businesses have is they run their business as a small business. From day one, run your business like it's a Fortune 500 company. From day one. Don't think of it, even if it's you by yourself. From day one, I encourage you to run your business like it's a Fortune 500 company. Why? Because if you're running it like a Fortune 500 company, it will grow to a Fortune 500 company. Once it grows to a Fortune 500 company, you continue doing improving it, you will grow to a Fortune 100 company. Once you continue moving, because Jeff Bezos started Amazon in his garage. Today, Amazon is everywhere. Okay? You can't drive, well, at least here in America, you can't drive nowhere without seeing at least 10 Amazon trucks per day. Nowhere. Okay? So understand something. You must see yourself where you want to go, not where you are. You're already there. Okay? Establish your core values. What is the power? What are the values that your vision, your company holds? What's your vision? Okay? Where are you? When people talk about your business, what do you want them to say? Okay? Little things now. Now we're going to talk about lead by example. Okay? If you coming in at 10 o'clock every day and leaving at 11, chances are your employee's going to come in at 9:45 and they're going to leave at 11:30. Okay? Because they're going to see you leave. You can't ask people to work harder in your business than you're willing to work in your own business. Build on your strength. A lot of times people tell you, oh, if you're weak in something, you need to develop that weakness. No, absolutely not. Not in business. In business, you build on your strength. You outsource your weakness. Because the time it takes you to build on that weakness, you could have been doing something that you're actually strong in, which is going to be generating revenue. You outsource your weakness and you pay other people to do that. Okay? Create a vision statement. Show your business, make sure that you have something that you can always look back on and reflect on. How this is what I started my business for. Because things are going to get tough. And if you're in a business that you never want to quit from, you're in a business that is so subpar. Your business would be so hard and so painful that sometimes you just want to quit, but it is so important to you that you never quit. Okay? So that's how I break down the strategic vision. And when I'm working with my clients, I go in deep, get on to the root of each one of these elements. Okay, but for the purpose of time, I'm just going to run through them because I want to leave some a good bit of margin for open discussion.